Hi everyone, it's Judy. Welcome back to Rose Lane. Today I'm here with just a little short video to introduce the paper that I'm going to be using for the design team project for Happiness in Crafting by Gi Kerr. And this one is her mini embellishment set number 1. And what I did with this is I printed it the size that it comes. That's how it would come out on my printer. And then I also printed it, and I've cut some of these apart, in a smaller size. So I shrunk it down and made smaller pieces, and then I have, and you can see I've cut some of those out from back there, made it the larger size as well. I have yet to use the larger sizes, what I'm going to show you today, that I've made so far, and what I will come on probably within this next week and do a couple of little how-to videos, a couple little tutorials with what I did. You know, you can kind of watch me put these things together. And then I'm going to be doing some other stuff with this. I'm going to be making some pockets and belly bands and probably some tags and some other things out of the smaller pieces, these coupled with the tinier ones as well. So anyway, let me show you the paper for right now. This is, there's 3 pages in this kit. So you have this page, which is all these pretty florally vintage looking things, a lot of music paper background in these. So we have that one. And then this one is all sort of sepia tones, these browns and cream colors and some black and stuff like that on here. So that's a pretty page as well. And then we have another page with more vintagey things, and this one I found was kind of a combination. There's some fruit, there's some feathers, there's some mushrooms, more feathers over here, feathers besides, you know, just, and more mushrooms down here besides just some of the florals. So anyway, these are the papers that we have, and the ones that we're going to be working with. And I'm just going to stand up and make sure we're still going. We're good. So what I did, let me pull the first page down. What I've done so far is I cut out, I'm making a mess. You can see I've cut out a few places here on this one, and I cut out a few on this one, as you can see. And I used the, let me get it out for you so I can show you what I used. It's the glossy accents. I have this and I have something else. Can't remember what it was though. Diamond something. A diamond glaze or something. But this is what I used. I used the glossy accents on this, and I made these little tiles out of them. And I still have to punch. But I put them on some cardstock the first time through, and it wasn't thick enough, and they curled. So I had to go back and put them on more cardstock. But you can see that it's kind of shiny. It puts that little coating over it. So I have to repunch these holes. So these are the ones I haven't used yet, but I will. And when I did, bring it up a little closer, when I did and straighten them out, a couple of them cracked a little bit, and I thought, oh gee. And then I realized I kind of liked it cracked a little bit because it made them look old, like sort of like china that gets that crazing in it, sort of. So this one was one that cracked a little bit. But anyway, so these are the tiles I still have yet to use. So the first thing I did was decided to make sort of a cluster snippet roll, and that's what this is. So you can see, I'm going to stand up so I can make sure you're seeing what I'm seeing. You can see the tile here. I'm going to bend it a little bit so it doesn't get the glare on it. And just a bunch of little bits and pieces that I have left over. Bits of ribbon, I have some gold thread, I have a little bit of eyelash trim, this tassel, I made these little paper flowers, I have these little flat back beads, there's some bling, here I am with the bling again. And then I made another cluster up here, and I just took a strip of lace, and I have a whole bunch rolled up here. I took about 6 feet, and then I just rolled up what I wasn't working on so it didn't get in my way. I put all this stuff down with just a little bit of glue, and then I stitched it just a line down to hold everything down, and then put the other little embellishments on top. So this is another one, and here's another one up here. So when you want to use them, you just kind of snip above and below, and you have this this little piece like this to put on a page on the side or as a tuck, or if you wanted to make it more of a tuck, when you flip it over you can put some cardboard, you know, a little cardstock or something on the back of it, and so it makes it kind of flat and an easier way to tuck it in. And then another one here. So you just cut them apart like this, and you use them just like that. 1, 2, and 3 is what I have so far. So that's what I have with that one. Then what I did, put my material back here. Here's the little tile here, okay? And I made a little dangly hangy thing. And these are paper clips right here. I wrapped them with some old book page, and this was very thin, very fragile book page. So what I ended up doing was I glued it to a little bit of tea stain paper, tea dye paper, and then made a sleeve out of it and put it on. This little cheesecloth, a little one of the little paper flowers, and then some organza ribbon on top. So that's one of those. Try to keep it flat so you can see it. And here's another one right there. Whoops. With the organza ribbon on top. I'm trying to get it so you can see the ribbon too. Of course, it's pink against my hand, so that doesn't help. Let's see, something else. Here's my old book page. That looks a little better. Actually, you can see them better that way. So that's that one. And then I have this one. So that's what we have. So these are the paper clips. This is the very brittle paper that I was talking about, that I was using. So those are the paper clips we're going to be making using this mini embellishments set number 1 from Gi Kerr, Happiness and Crafting. And then we are going to be making these snippets, these little clusters on a strip of lace. So you could just store them that way and cut them as you need them. So that is what we're going to be working on. I will come on, like I said, with a video of how-tos to do them, and we'll work on that. And some other things, like I said, we're going to be doing some pockets and belly bands. I'm trying to get this one to lay flat, and it doesn't want to. Pockets and belly bands and things like that as well. Whatever I can think of to make out of these tiny little embellishments. And we'll work on that for a couple of videos as well. But this is the design team project for April. For Gi Kerr, like I said, Happiness and Crafting. And this is the mini embellishment set number 1. So that's it for today, guys. I hope you come back and see how we make these things and what else I may come up with in the meantime. In the meantime, be blessed, be happy, be safe, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.